Hello again, and welcome back to Kids Bible Stories. Today's story is called Joseph's Jealous Brothers. This is part 1 in our series on Joseph, so make sure to stay tuned and subscribe so you get the whole story. Our story today comes from Genesis chapter 37. Let's get started. There once was a young man. He was only 17 years old, and his name was Joseph. He had many, many brothers, but Joseph had a special place in his father's heart. One day, Joseph's father brought him a gift. It was a very special robe. It had all of the colors of the rainbow in it: red, orange, green and yellow, purple and pink. It was beautiful. Everybody listening, what is your favorite color? Well, with a big smile on his face, Joseph tore through that wrapping paper, and he began to put on the beautiful robe. He told his father, "Thank you so much, Father." All of Joseph's brothers were watching. They were mad.
"Humph! Why didn't we get a robe or a gift?"
You see, they were jealous. They wanted a colorful robe too. When they saw that their father loved Joseph more than any of them, they hated him and could not even say any nice words to him. That night, after everyone ate supper, all of the brothers helped to put away the dishes. They washed and cleaned and dried them. Soon, it was time for bed. Everyone jumped in their bed and pulled up their covers. Snug as a bug in a rug. But that night, Joseph had a dream. When he woke up the next morning, he stretched his arms really tall and yawned. He rubbed his sleepy eyes, and as he woke up, he remembered his dream. "Hey, guys! Hey, brothers! Guess what? I had a crazy dream last night. You'll never guess. In my dream, you all were bowing down to me." His brothers rolled their eyes. Some of them began to clench their fists in anger. They replied,
"What? No way! Do you think that you will actually rule over us?"
And they hated him even more because of his dream and what he had said to them. Now, Joseph goes on to have a few more dreams, and he tells his brothers about it again and his mom and dad. And everyone who heard about his dreams did not think that the dreams sounded so good. They also thought the dreams didn't make a lot of sense. Some time passed, and one day his brothers had gone to let their father's sheep out and keep watch over them as they ate their nice green grass. They were to keep an eye on the sheep and protect them. They also had to make sure the sheep did not get lost. Joseph stayed back at home, though. Soon, Joseph hears his dad calling him. "Joseph, Joseph, Joseph? As you know, your brothers are out helping me with the sheep. Come, I'm going to send you to them." So Joseph replies, "Okay, Father." Joseph's dad gives him the instructions. "Joseph, go and see if all is well with your brothers and with the flocks of sheep, and bring your report back to me, please." So Joseph, still wearing his colorful robe, packed his walking stick, threw on his book bag, put some water in it, and off he went in search for his brothers and the sheep. Joseph is walking and walking and walking some more, when suddenly his brothers tending the sheep look up and see Joseph walking in the distance. Before he even reaches them, they come up with an evil plot to hurt Joseph. Their jealous hearts were leading them down a bad path.
"Here comes that dreamer,"
they said to each other in their sarcastic tones that were full of jealousy. So some of the brothers started talking back and forth about very mean plans to hurt Joseph. But one of the brothers, named Reuben, spoke up and said, "Hey, you guys, I don't think that's such a good idea. Let's not do that. Let's just play a mean trick on him instead." So Joseph walks up to his brothers. Maybe he's waving and smiling because he has no clue what they are thinking. I'm sure he is very shocked with what happens next. As soon as the brothers got close enough, they pulled off Joseph's beautiful, colorful robe, and they put Joseph in a deep, deep ditch that he could not climb out of. Then the brothers all sat down to eat their lunch. Maybe they even heard Joseph yelling in the background, "Hey, you guys, come on, this is not funny. Let me out of here." As they were eating their bread and their grapes, they looked up and saw a large group of travelers passing by. They had camels loaded with spices and special gifts. They were on their way to a big place called Egypt. Well, the brothers' jealousy leads them to do something else mean. One of the brothers, named Judah, spoke up. Hey, you guys, I have a great idea. Let's sell Joseph to these people who are traveling by." All of his brothers looked around at each other. Even though this was a really mean and really evil thing, they all seemed to agree on it. They began to nod their heads yes. So when the travelers came by, one of the brothers began to speak up. "Excuse me, gentlemen, we might have someone who could help you on your travels." As he was speaking, the others pulled Joseph out of that deep, deep ditch. Here is our brother," one of them said. "We will sell him to you for $20. So Joseph was sold by his very own brothers to the travelers who took him to Egypt. After this, the brothers picked up Joseph's beautiful, colorful robe, and they all began to walk back home to their father's house. When they arrived back home, maybe they pretended to be sad. Maybe some of them looked down at the floor and pretended to cry. One of them held out the robe to their father and said, "We found this. Examine it to see whether it is your son's robe." As soon as their father saw the beautiful robe, his lips began to quiver and tears began to stream down his cheeks. He said, It is my son's robe. Oh." And he began to weep bitterly, for he thought this meant he would never see his son again. Well, that is where we end our story today. I know, I cannot believe the suspense. What will happen next? It seems so sad. Will they see Joseph again? Well, I can promise you this. You can put a smile on your face because it is not always as it seems. But you must stay tuned next week to see what happens. Now, before we go today, I want you to think about what we just learned from our story. In our story, we learn that Joseph's brothers are very jealous. They want something so badly that it is all they can think about. They are not happy for their brother and his gift or the love that their father gives Joseph. Instead of being happy for him, all they can think about is that they do not have those things. Now, no one is perfect. Everybody gets jealous from time to time. Answer yes or no. Have you ever been jealous? Maybe you really, really wanted that shiny new toy your friend had, or maybe you wanted to be able to do all the things that your friends got to do. Tell me right now a time that you have been jealous. Oh, that's a great example. After you felt jealous, What did you do next? Yep, you see, that's the problem. It can lead us to do things that are not kind. Once you feel the jealousy in your heart, then it comes out in your words and your actions. Maybe, before you know it, you're yanking that toy out of your friend's hand, or you're calling your brother names because they have something you don't. Joseph's brothers were jealous of him. Do you think this jealousy was new? Or do you think it was something that had been brewing in their hearts and minds for a very long time, for months and years? And did this jealousy make them kind or mean towards Joseph? That's right, they were mean to him. This is why mom or stepdad or pop-pop have to help correct you. Because if you do not deal with your jealous heart, then it can only get tougher as you grow up. Sometimes, even adults who have never worked on their jealousy grow up and want everything that everyone else has, and they want to be able to do everything that everyone else gets to do. You can become unhappy because all you do is think about what everyone else has, and that's no fun. But God does not want that for our lives. He wants us to have joy, to enjoy Him, and to be happy for our friends when they get toys or get to go play soccer. We can be joyful with what we have because we know we have the best thing of all, God Himself. So this week, when we struggle with jealousy, I want you to talk to mom or dad or pop-pop. Talk to them about how you are feeling. They will listen and they will help you. Let's work on it. We can do this with God's help. He loves you so very much, and He will be right there with you to help you. Well, that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining us. If you have been enjoying these podcasts, I ask that you please pass them along to other family members and friends to share. You can also access more information and updates throughout the week on my Facebook and Instagram pages for Kids Bible Stories. All of this information can be found in the episode descriptions. Thank you so much for listening. And, as always, bye for now.